Already.
Okay. 70 to 80 million dogs are owned in the U.S., according to the ASPCA, an organization dedicated to against cruelty of animals. Today I want to leave you with a new knowledge of how to pick the perfect pooch for your future plans. And someday you guys may plan to own a dog someday, or you may already have one at your house. And I have had a well-educated background on dogs, as I have trained dogs in 4-H and own my own dog training business, and I've had dog training for 11 years. And today I will be informing you how to pick the perfect pooch based on your location, your lifestyle, and the different housemates. So first off with location. The first thing you're going to look at is your geography, and that includes like your seasons, whether your area has 4 seasons like Kansas has 4 seasons, or if you lived in California you would mainly have one climate. So you kind of want to look at your different weather patterns. And if you do have those 4 seasons, you need to think of extreme temperatures that your dog may encounter. And a great dog to have is a border collie, because at least in Kansas, is that according to the dog reference online, the article 21 best dog breeds for hot climates, border collies do really well in hot climates. So if you did live in Kansas, a border collie would be a great dog according to that. And with your location, another thing to consider is your type of home. So your type of home depends on the size. So with a house, it's obviously going to be bigger than an apartment, and with a house, you can accommodate those bigger to larger dogs like the St. Bernards or Great Danes. So a good dog to fit in a house is a Great Dane, depending on what you wanted, but a Great Dane could fit in a house versus an apartment. And then also with the house, you have smaller houses just like apartments or condos, and those are still good for dogs. You just have to think about the size of dog, and that considers like medium or smaller size dog. You wouldn't want to put a Great Dane in an apartment because it wouldn't help you or your dog. So a great dog for that would be a Yorkie. And then with also your location, you need to think about the location of your home, specifically like in or out of town. So with out of town, you'd have more space, more exercise room for your dog. But the thing you need to consider is with a running dog, your dog might get into more situations that would be bad for it or hurtful towards your dog, as well as it might run away more often because there are more space and you may not have a fence. And then if you lived in town, a thing you might have is an inside dog versus an outside dog. But if you did have an inside dog, you'd need to be able to care for it more often, but if you lived in town, that would be to your benefit. And if you lived in town as well, you'd have different exercise options that include maybe like a dog park, like McPherson has one of those, or if your neighbors had different dogs, you could socialize it or you could walk around the park. So with an in-town dog, a great one is a Yorkie for an inside, and out of town, a Labrador Retriever would be great because they're more rugged and they can handle that outdoor scenarios better. Now that we've looked at location, we'll move on to lifestyle. So with your lifestyle, you need to look at like your dog and owner characteristics and trying to match those up the best possible. So according to the book, Why We Love the Dogs We Do by Stanley Coren, there are 7 different groups, and they're not toy or sporting groups, they're more of personality groups. And those groups are friendly, protective, independent, self-assured, consistent, steady, and clever. So those are more based on the dog's personality. So clever would be your smarter dogs, friendly would be more of your approachable dogs. So those are better groups to characterize dogs based on, rather than like sporting or toy group. And back to lifestyle is you need to look at their energy levels. So with different dogs, they have different energy levels, and you need to be able to work with your dog according to that energy level. So a bloodhound would have a lot less energy than a Jack Russell Terrier. So consider which energy level you're able to handle. And a big thing that goes into noise is the energy level, but noise considers whether your dog is lonely or if it's territorial. So think about that noise before you adopt. And also think about neighbors. Training, so before you do that training, you need to think about whether you're planning on training your dog or you just want your dog already kind of pre-trained that you're not going to have to do a lot with. So if you are considering training, think about clever dogs in that category, or you have to have a lot of patience to work with a dog that may be a little more stubborn. So a dog that you might avoid if you don't want a lot of training is a beagle, because they do sniff a lot, and I've had that personal experience because I have a beagle at home. Shedding and grooming. Cleaning can be a whole other task if you don't consider the shedding of your dog. A lot of dogs do shed, but one dog that doesn't is a poodle. So if you don't want to think about that shedding or cleaning up after your dog, a poodle would be great for that, as well as they're very smart. And with grooming as well, grooming takes a lot of money. So if you have a dog that needs a lot of grooming, that their hair grows often, or if you want to take it back to the breed specific, you need to think about the money that goes into grooming. And then when you think about your lifestyle, think about if you're going to be home or away more often. And if you're going to be away more often, you probably shouldn't get a dog in the first place because you can't take care of it and you can't put them first. But if you are away for any kind of reason, think about a pet sitter or a kennel, but those also go back to costing money. So dogs definitely are never free. Now that we've looked at lifestyle, now we'll move on to housemates. So with your housemates, you need to look at the amount of people in your home. And that can include other pets as well, but the more people or the more pets you have, the more socialized your dog is going to be able to interact with others. If you have less people, you may want like a less sociable dog that's not going to need that much attention. And a great dog for that is a Cocker Spaniel, as they don't need that much attention and they don't really like a lot of people. Now you'll look at the age of the people in your home. So age goes back into like younger versus old. If you have young, a lot of kids in your home, you need to consider a kid-friendly dog. And a great kid-friendly dog is a golden retriever that'll accommodate to your pets or your like kids or children in your home. And if you have teens, they can handle probably a more aggressive dog. They can handle more variety. But if you have senior citizens in your home, like grandparents that are living, or if you're adopting for a grandparent, you need to think about their needs as well, as they may not be home a lot, or they're not going to be able to take care of that dog as much. So you kind of need a dog that could probably take care of itself. And now that we've looked at your housemates, now we'll summarize what makes a good dog. So today I have informed you how to pick the perfect pooch based on your location, your lifestyle, and your other housemates in your home. And you need to consider your characteristics as well as your dog's characteristics to make a happy canine relationship. So now you can use this knowledge for when you adopt a pet in the future or a dog. And I hope you join the 70 to 80 million people in the world or in the nation that have dogs right now, according to the ASPCA. Thank you.